Welcome to week 13! Nope, that's the wrong week. Welcome to week 14! Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about a few different things. We're going to talk about me making it through finals. They're done. I got through my first quarter at Northwestern. I'm very happy about that. We're going to talk about the Seattle running tights that Brooke sent me. You saw me last week when I talked about the Brooke Seattle running shell. This week we're going to go over my first impressions of the tights, which is exciting. And we're also going to talk about what I'm doing right now as far as training and getting ready for the next things on the horizon. So here we go. So last week I talked to you a little bit about the Brooke Seattle running shell. The jacket, which was really great. I had some great experiences with that in my first few impressions. And this week I'm going to talk to you about the Brooke Seattle running tights that I also got to try out. So full disclosure, these are my first pair of tights that I've ever had. I really didn't know what to expect. I was really a little self-conscious putting them on, but I have to say, in that Instagram photo that Brandon shared last week, and if you didn't get to see the video last week, click here, yeah, and you'll get to check that out after or now and come back to me later. But what I really loved was how wearing these kind of made me feel like a runner. Well, I put them on, I felt like I looked like a runner for one of the first times ever. And again, it's not about the way you look, but we all know that when you dress the part, you tend to act the part. These were my first pair of tights that I ever gave a try, and I probably wore them in a little bit warmer weather than I really needed to. It was probably like in the upper 30s. These are designed really for kind of the harshest climates, the harshest conditions that you're going to encounter. Brooke sells these as the tights that you wear when you go out running in any kind of conditions. They have that same four-way stretch fabric that the shell had. They have a super dry layer of fabric that runs throughout them, which Brooke says is really efficient at allowing moisture out, but preventing wind and moisture from entering. And I have to say, having ran in the rain and really cold weather with them, I would have to agree. They've gone to pretty good trouble to make sure that none of the seams are in any areas where you're going to have chafing. I had no problem with that. These were extremely, extremely comfortable tights. A couple of the other features that they have is a flat waistband. They have a 6-inch zip back pocket that is water resistant. And they also have the ankle zippers on both, at the end of both legs, which is pretty standard for running tights at this point. A nice little reflective strip there. A nice little reflective strip there too. Having gone running in these for my first pair of tights, I think I was pretty spoiled. They are a little bit more expensive than some other tights that you're going to encounter, but by nowhere are they off the scale of running tights. They're really firmly in that mid-upper area, I think. I went out and bought a couple pairs of tights after I ran with these, a little bit cheaper for a little bit more neutral running conditions, just 30, 40 degree weather maybe. And I have to say, these really kind of spoiled me. The other tights I bought are great and I like them, but these are kind of some of the best tights I think you're gonna find out there right now. So, those were my first impressions of the Brooke Seattle running tights. Can't wait to go for my next run in them. So I have been super stressed lately with finals and even running. The last time I went running, it kind of stressed me out a little bit. I just didn't enjoy it as much. It was all zone 2, 90 minutes, not too bad, but came back and my joints hurt a little bit. And so today, I'm supposed to run, but I haven't heard from Brandon, so I'm just gonna run for fun. I'm running with my heart rate on, and Strava's gonna track me, but I'm not doing anything other than an hour out and back. I'm gonna run whatever I feel like running. Maybe I'll stop and take a breather, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's really beautiful weather out in Chicago. It's mid-40s. We've got some good music that I'm running to, and I'm looking forward to just going for fun, which is something I haven't done in a while. So that's it. I'll see you after. Taking a little rest, but this is the trail that I run on. And it's a beautiful time of day. And I'm listening to Adele, so this is pretty perfect weather. Was kind of running with injuries and the challenges that that's been presenting me, and I'm still a little bit sore. It's coming and going with my ankles especially, but I'm managing it. It's by no means to the point where I'm taking great amounts of time off. Maybe I'm running 3 days a week, maybe I'm running 2 days a week if it's really bothering me, but it's manageable and I'm still making some good progress, so that's fine. So what I wanted to talk to you about for this week is stress and kind of how we as runners handle stress and how it benefits us, and then how it can also kind of create added stress. I know for me, I love running. It's a huge stress relief. I just finished my finals for my first quarter at Northwestern. They weren't bad, but there was definitely an added amount of time that I had to put into my schoolwork this week. And as far as running goes, I definitely felt stressed to get out there and run, to get out there and do what I was supposed to do, to not let my workout routine get affected by that. And so it kind of adds this double layer of, for me at least, I use running to relieve stress, but then I know I need to run as part of my schedule. Trying to fit it in, it's this cyclical thing that happens. So this past week, I really only had time to run once, maybe twice, and on Sunday it was really hitting me hard. Monday was my first final, and then Tuesday another, and then Wednesday was kind of a bear of a final. Language science, really difficult, but I think it went okay. So Sunday, I thought, man, I don't have an hour 30, an hour 40 minutes to run. I don't really want to go out and just run in zone 2 and dip into 3 and whatever I was supposed to do. And so I decided to go out on what I call a fun run. I just put on my music, I put on my phone, my heart rate monitor, but I did not pay attention to my heart rate. And I just went for fun. And I decided that I was gonna aim for an hour-ish and allow myself to pause as I needed to. And it was really great. I averaged 8-minute and 36-second miles. No, 8-minute and 6-second miles. Now, I did pause about 3 times for about 20 or 30 seconds at a time, but it was just kind of exactly what I needed. I needed to get out there and run the stress off and remember why I love running, which is not necessarily, man, I love seeing how even I can keep my heart rate, or I love seeing how far I can get not working very hard. That's part of the challenge of the marathon training for me, and something that I'm looking forward to. I like a challenge, but I also like running because I like running, and I like just getting out there and going for it and listening to music and having fun. And so that's what this week was about for me. So if you guys have any suggestions or comments, or you want to talk about how you love to relieve stress, or how running can cause or help alleviate that, I'd love to see it below. So go ahead and add it. And we'll see you next week.